probably love the fact that he caught the bat that was terrorizing the basketball game. He's not going to love that Ravy shot, though. Not good. Maybe bat catching will become an Olympic sport. Who knows? A joking event might fit in based on the monkey business surrounding the torch relay. It's a story that's made some headlines, but not nearly enough, in my opinion, that 27 CTV broadcasters and journalists will be carrying the torch at some point. My friends, as far as journalistic integrity goes, this hits rock bottom. Now, I don't blame the individuals for agreeing to carrying the torch. I mean, who wouldn't want to carry the torch? But it's irresponsible for journalists, those individuals who are entrusted to tell the truth, tell the stories as they see it and not how a corporate sponsor or a broadcaster sees it, and those who the public entrusting a fair and accurate description of what's going on in such a major world event to have such a role based around schmoozing and self-publicity. And the fact these aren't just journalists who are covering the games, but also entertainment reporters, the host broadcaster that are a part of this torch relay make it even more mind-boggling. I don't get it. I am shocked and appalled, Zeiss.
Well, and it just goes to show you the corporate umbrella that the Olympics are now. You know, you remember they always have this spin, oh, it brings countries together and that. You know what it is? This is just another example that these things would be a financial mess, and they may anyways, unless these corporate guys get in there.
Towards it, that, oh, this is the way it is. Should we all should like stand here and take it?
I don't agree with it at all. I mean, that these people are allowed to do it, and I'd be interested to hear their take on it, on how they kind of spin doctor it as to what the justification is that they're able to do it.
Todd, Rob, does it bother either of you as much as it bothers me?
It doesn't bother me as a journalist, honestly, like to think that their journalistic integrity, I'm not questioning that. It bothers me that the corporate structure of the event is so hammered down my throat. I understand how the world works. I understand that bottom line drives these things, but the incestuous corporate scene of this story is offensive to me, not as a journalist, but as a human being.
Money talks, always has at the Olympics, always will. It's sad that there's probably people out there that we don't know about, you know, people who work with children, you know, teachers, people, nurses now, who it'd be great to have them at least get a token of appreciation.
Right, and there are some of them who are going to be out there carrying the torch, but do you know who the people that are going to be stealing the headlines are? Ben Mulroney and Tanya Kim. Where is the justice in this? And Alison Korn wrote a fantastic column in the Toronto Sun last week saying, hey, being a former Olympic athlete, I wasn't insulted that they didn't choose me, but I am insulted to see who is running instead of me. And that is the point here, is that these nameless, faceless people who keep on getting pushed to the sidelines in favor of these type of people is a complete joke and does not represent what the Olympic Games are supposed to be about. So how do I, as a proud Canadian and as a fan of sport, how am I supposed to rally around such an event that's wrapped up so tightly in corporate mumbo-jumbo that it loses the entire message it's supposed to represent?
And also, I mean, a lot of people that are proud of this event are most proud of the opportunity to show what Canada has to offer as a nation. So I think a lot of us in the community are a little put off by the idea of certain people representing our nation as torchbearers.
A certain segment of people, okay? Right. I mean, let's not even... Number one, I don't agree that the journalists should be carrying this thing, but it's not even... wasn't even picked from a field of journalists.
No, it's not a journalist.
From the host broadcaster.
Yeah. You work for TSN, you work for CTV, you write for the Globe and Mail. That's how you're included. So it's basically excluding a whole segment of journalists who are now getting a raw deal because you don't have the first-person perspective of what it's like to carry the torch, Zeiss.
You know what, Wheels? And we had planned to roast marshmallows when you were trotting down with that sucker, and now you're out.
It's a huge loss. It's a huge loss for everybody and a huge loss for the country that you're not sitting around throwing that torch up there.
And if you saw our Halloween program, my shorts would have been very short, my friends. Very short. You don't know what you're missing out on. Make sure you pick up Todd's book. It's in bookstores everywhere. Jacques Plante. It's very, very nice, man. And once again, has got rave reviews across the board. I want to congratulate you on that. Journalistic integrity, my friends. Right there. Higgins, as always, appreciate you coming in. Zeiss, keep up the good work, buddy. Have fun down there at the Leafs game tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow night right here inside the Casino Rama Grill Room.